Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at the 2023 CUSA Kickoff. We're joined now by New Mexico State head coach Jerry Kill, quarterback Diego Pavia, and defensive back Andre Selden. We'll begin with a short opening statement from Coach Kill before opening it up to questions for him and our two student athletes. Thank you as well to those joining us today via Zoom. Please be sure to type your question in the chat along with your name and affiliation, and we will get to those once we finish here in the room. Coach Kill.
Thank you. First of all, we're very excited about being here and being in the new conference. And that was something when I told Mario that before I took the job, I said we got to be in a conference, and then get the opportunity to be in Conference USA gives us a great opportunity. So we're very appreciative of Conference USA and what they've done for us already. I've only been here 1 year, and we did something that this is about the sixth program that I've been a part of turning around, and our kids did some things that was kind of unbelievable in the first year, and had the opportunity to go to a bowl game and win it. And with that said, the commitment Mario's made to football, and New Mexico State struggled for a while. I think we're off to a great start. We're building new facilities. We're doing all the kind of things that we can do to bring a football program together. I've done it before. We started from scratch, but we feel like from NIL to nutrition to all the things that are important for the kids, I think we are doing well and maybe a little bit ahead of some people. And so we're excited about the progress we made. Our athletes have done a great job in the offseason, which every coach is going to say, but our kids have been very committed. And, athletically, we're probably double what we were a year ago. We recruited very well. I think that, again, the commitment from our kids and our coaches, and we're a lot stronger through the nutrition program. So, we're really trying to run it like I've been in the Power 5, really run it like a Power 5 program. And we made great strides in 1 year, and I'm looking for the strides that we can make this coming year. And, I go all the way back to Northern Illinois when we were very, very good, and then they went on to the Orange Bowl. And I'd say the team that we have right now is probably has as much speed and skill on it, and pretty much everybody can really run. And so I'm excited about the season. And like I said, I've been through all this. I've been through the Tuesday and Wednesday night games. I've been doing it for 40 years. And, I'm excited about this team. And I'm usually one that goes, I don't know how we'll be and all that. But, I think this team's got a lot of opportunities. You still got to go play and win. We got great coaches in this league now. There's not a coach in here that can't coach. And so I look forward to, it's very competitive, and we'll just have to see. I'm cautiously optimistic of where we're at in our program right now. But, we're taking baby steps, but we've got high goals. And, I don't think we've been to back-to-back bowl games and maybe never. And so that's the next goal we got. But I think we're going to be a lot better than people think. I've heard a couple comments that we don't have that much talent and so forth. Well, I think we'll have a little bit more talent than what people think. So with that, turn it over to questions to our student athletes. And, Andre and Diego have done a great job. Andre's a transfer from Michigan, and Diego played junior college football at NMSU. And these kids have done an incredible job and coming into our program with great leadership. And we haven't lost the culture we had a year ago, and it's stronger. So with that, I'll open up to any questions.
Andre, what about playing a bowl game in your hometown last year? Tell us about that.
Man, it was, it was a dream come true. I feel like it was everything that I wanted, when I picked New Mexico State, it really took a leap of faith, but everything worked out. At the end of the ball game, it just felt like everything was meant to be with my decision to come here. And just being able to experience that with my teammates, man, it felt like a dream. Like I said, and to be able to come out with the win, it was absolutely amazing.
Jerry, Jeff Nations with the Bowling Green Daily News. New Mexico State kind of historically has been a little bit of a traveling program, a little bit of an orphan. This conference, what was the attraction specifically, and what makes you think this could be a long-term fit for your school?
Well, I think the thing attractive was I wouldn't be sitting up here at this table if we weren't going to Conference USA. It'd been somebody else. You got to be, this is a great conference for us, tremendously competitive, great coaches in the conference. But, you can't, it's so hard to get in a bowl game when you're independent. And who wants to be independent? And we're not Notre Dame or somebody like that, So we needed to be in a conference if we want to build a program and build it with success. And again, I've been fortunate to have a great staff. I've got a great staff now, and we've done this about 6 times. And we've done it at the Power 5, we've done it at every level, and there's a formula to that. But the most important formula is you got to get into a good conference. And so this is a perfect fit. Mario said it was a perfect fit. And I said, well, if we're going to get in a conference, I'm going to come to New Mexico State. Otherwise, it ain't happening. And so that's how critical the conference was. Getting in a conference to me was, and gives a chance for our kids to compete for a championship, more bowl opportunities, all conference teams, and it's helped us in recruiting. There's no doubt. It's helped us in the recruiting phase.
Diego, a question for you. One of the notes that sticks out here, it was said that you don't know how to lose. So kind of expand on that intensity and how you plan to build on that this year.
For sure. So our culture back at New Mexico State is basically, we're doing everything we can to win from a nutrition standpoint, the weight room, and we set that culture up for us to go out there and, compete so that we can win and give us an opportunity to win every single day, day in and day out. And so that's why I'm really excited, because with the culture that Coach Kill brought and that we set last year, I mean, there's nothing holding us back, and that's for sure.
Andre, you're part of a new look defense. It's got a lot of new faces on it. Talk to me about how you kind of stepped in to take a leadership role there and rebuild that defense.
For me, just trying to be that guy to lead by example. We did a good job last year coming from being the most improved defense in the country. I feel like it's easy to get guys to come along when they believe and see what's going on the field. So I feel like just for me, just really leading by example, bringing all the young guys, all the transfers, make sure everybody on the same page so we can get going.
Coach, one of your key messages has been to keep stacking good days, and I'm sure that'll start this week, but just kind of, tell me more about that philosophy and how you look to apply that in year 2.
Well, the great thing is I've been able to be around great people, and I know Bill Snyder very well, and we'll put 10 things up on the screen. I said it doesn't have anything to do. This isn't about winning. This is what it takes to win. And we go look at them every day before we practice, and I'll tell them after practice, didn't you flunk this one, you plus this one, you made this one. I'm old school. And, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to work. And, I think it'll prove off. A lot of people say, well, how are you going to be, defensively? We're going to be better than we were a year ago defensively. We're going to be better than we were a year ago offensively. We've been able to get some great players. And I've never seen coach win a game. The players do. But I think the thing about it is the culture, and the kids understand. Our older kids did a lot of the recruiting, and they understand exactly what I want. And I don't bend off of it, and I've been off of it for the last 40 years. And so they understand what we want. They pass that on to the new kids, the young kids coming in. And, it's kind of amazing to me, to be honest with you. Last year might have been my funnest year in coaching with what those kids accomplished. And I think our kids are excited about, again, getting in a conference. We play 0 week on ESPN. We're getting to do things we haven't done. and all it's doing is helping our program, helping Las Cruces and the state of New Mexico.
Yeah, just again touching on that turnaround from when you were looking at that job to where you are now. Can you just kind of touch on how much of a difference a year has made, and I guess even the players can talk about that too.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that when you take a job and they're always open for a reason. You got the same problems. You got academic problems. You're not very strong. You haven't eaten very well, and you got people that are paying the tail end off the field. Well, you got to go in there and clean it up, and don't take me very long. And I've been doing it long enough to do that. And then you start building your culture. And you just look at last year's team. Is that we were 1-5, and then went in and won a bowl game. Now, how many of you all been 0-4 in your lifetimes? Anybody? I've been 0-4 in my lifetime, and I'm talking about not football, in life. When it's about you don't know which way you want to go. And these kids didn't, they didn't go anywhere. They stayed right there. And I think that they got a taste of winning, and now they really know, hey, I got a taste of it. We got to work harder. And I'll just give you an example. This is an unbelievable example, and I hired a guy that played for me that was in the NFL, and he couldn't believe some things. Is Andre Selden has stayed all summer long, and he's broken down every wide receiver that he's going against. He's worked all summer long. I didn't tell him to do that. And so I think that just shows you the direction and the work ethic our program's going. And, I wouldn't have took the job. I didn't think I could do it. And I think I was questioning a little bit if I could do it. So I've got a little chip on my shoulder, and these kids got a little chip on their shoulder. Yes.
For us, from the player standpoint, we always knew we had talent. Like Coach said, we started 1-5, but it was just about building that trust between the coaches and the players, and building that culture. We always knew we had talent. It was just about putting everything together, and once we got that first win, we knew what we could do, and we built off that. And it's just about keep going, try to get the bowl game again, and conference championship. But from an improving standpoint, really just having a tight-knit group, man, that can take you a long way. So we've been trying to build on that with our leadership. We believe in Coach and Mario, everything off the field, like nutrition, like he said, and everything like that. So we good with everything. We just got to keep building that trust between our teammates.
A question for all three of you. New Mexico State's been an exception to the coaching carousel, down the line there, retaining, coach and 10 assistants. So how important is it to have that consistency in the staff to be able to continue to build your approach, and also for the players to have, kind of the same leadership?
Well, it's been everything for me. If you look at my career through 2015, we took over programs that were, I took over Saginaw. We weren't very good. We turned it. We turned Southern Illinois, where Mario was at. They were 1-10. Went to Northern Illinois. They were 1-10. And we didn't do it with Coach Kill. I'm smart enough to hire good people and surround myself with good people, and then keep them. And now we need, we're going to lose some people to Power 5, and I understand that. But, the continuity, and you don't have to teach people how to turn things around, is important. And there's not anybody I know on our staff I don't know. And that's important, too, in this day and age. So, the continuity is going to help us move faster than we normally would. And we've got a commitment. I don't think New Mexico State's had a commitment like Mario has put in place. We want to win. I didn't come there to lose. I lost my whole life, and I don't plan on doing it there. But Mario gave me an opportunity, and I feel like I owe him everything I got to make sure we get on track and get where we need to be. So that's my answer to it. And as far as the continuity of the coaches, and I'll let you guys comment.
The coaching staff that Coach Kill brought in has really benefited me, just because I get to learn from, some of the best that Coach Kill brought up when he was at different schools and stuff, different players. And, sometimes I go to the defensive coach and see how a DB backpedals, or when he's about to backpedal or something like that. And it's just picking apart each individual guy, and they allow me to get better every single day. And I know last year we didn't have a full-time nutritionist, and so Coach Kill did a great job, you know. He said everything will handle itself if we just win. And so when we started winning, it handled itself. Coach, you know, he's lived up to every promise he's told me so far. And so that's why I'll stand by Coach Kill every single day.
Man, just from the heart, man, these coaches that we got, man, are unbelievable. Like Coach Kill, the GAs, assistants, like everybody, they're unbelievable people, unbelievable fathers. You know what I mean? And we trust them, we believe in them. We've been able to, I've been able to learn how to be a leader. I'm not used to being a leader and stuff, but I've been able to, watch Coach, watch our DC, watch our OC, and just watch people around the building. That's why I try to stay around the building, just watch and see how they operate. They do a very good job. I'm looking at everything that they do, man. And like I said, man, we just had some of the coaches that we got are just unbelievable, man. Like, personally changed my life. I can't thank them enough. I thank them every day, man, for real.
All right, thank you all very much for your time today. We will have UTEP up next at 10:25.
Thank you. We appreciate it very much.
Appreciate it.